If you would like to check out all of my sounds, samples, and presets, all links are in the bio. Okay everyone, welcome back, and this one is going to be a melodic pop style song from scratch. So the first 2 minutes will be me messing around with that original idea. It wasn't bad, but it was just like super basic. You'll see in a second. So that's the first 2 minutes, and then the second part's going to be more of an overview of what I did to make it sound a lot better, all the cool stuff I added from it, and all that. So I'm excited to share this with you. Let's dive straight into this. So we're working with a little bit here. We have the vocal. I'm never gonna say goodbye. Just like a normal progression under it. I might change the chord progression for the drop. I might. And the build is just going to be like a quick 4-bar. I would normally do 8, but you know, for the video, I'm just going to stick with 4. And for the drop, I have a guitar melody. It sounds like this. And I think I'm going to do this progression. But this progression works too, like that original one, because it's pretty simple. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but I'm just going to pick one and roll with it. Use this pluck. Then we'll take all the reverb and delay off that. Alright, let's add our bass line in because I'm not loving this. I might go back to the other progression. I don't know yet, but we'll get it figured out. Can't be quitting on this. Now we'll use we could do like a sustained bass. Kind of have that just going with that progression, or we could do more of like a we could put that atmospheric stuff back in the drop too. I think that would help. All right, everyone, we're back in this. We are back in this, baby. And okay, I have a lot to go over here, but I'm going to try to do it as efficiently as possible so the video is not like 20 minutes long. So the main thing, like I said in the intro, was the melody. And the melody, the first melody, we can listen to that real quickly because I haven't heard it in a second, but it sounds like this. You know, it sounds cool, but it sounds like something out of like an intro or like some kind of like outro of a movie or something. What I did was I completely repurposed that melody and end up with this. All right, so that's all cool. I think that sounds really good with the song, but the thing about it is, one thing about it is it doesn't go with the rhythm of the chords at all. But when we mix in the drums, I don't know if it's just me, but I think it sounds pretty good. So I also did a vocal chop too, so I actually think it sounds a lot cooler in build up. And that's going along with that rhythm a little more. It makes more sense. But I did introduce that vocal chop at the end just for like a little fun drop. And then that lead is that Summer Fields lead. I used that before, but just from Prevail. I just love that lead. It's really good for like melodic things. And then we have this guitar. And then how I make all my guitars is I will put that into a new arrangement, add one, and then I'll just record it out, piece it together. I like having it as a supplement to that main lead. I think it sounds good because this lead's pretty soft, and then this kind of just gives it a little click. And then below that we have the synths. So this stack is, we can go over these presets really quickly. Sounds like this. We have just Future Bounce preset, Silent. Then we have the Ibiza Plux inside of Vital from Prevail. And then this is the, I forget what this is called. I think it's called the 10 p.m. bass. The 8 p.m. bass, never mind. 8 p.m. bass. This is like, so the bass is sustained, and then we have a sub underneath that. Just a little support for that bass. But the bass is sustained, and then the chords have more of the rhythmic. Then there's also the brass stabs, just supporting that bass a little bit more. And then there's the pads. And these are the same ones that go throughout the... So when the vocal chop comes in, I wanted to include some kind of like dance piano and some other like random effects here too. So this is a stock. That's from Flex. And then that's just from 3X. Little reverb thing. And that's a cool little breakdown there too. So I figured like it's just for a video, so why not? So I did like a little... And one thing I wanted to mention here, the main thing, is the transition between... It's kind of that pause in between your drops. So, you know, we're not transitioning from drop to break. We're just transitioning from different parts of the drop. And we really want to pause that energy there. So what I always do is I'll take out a lot of the synths, especially the low end of the synths. So if there's any basses, I'll usually take those out. And then we can filter out the lead. We could do just like this. We can filter out the lead. And we're making room for the vocal because I like bringing the vocal back in. Bringing that in just as like a reminder. We'll take off some of the drums too, so we obviously don't want the drums running too. So we're just doing a little pause, and then we kind of have that little teaser. A lot of cool effects over here. And then for the intro stuff, I'm never gonna say goodbye. Drums are, I put these into a filter. So if we go to, I have these drums bust up, everything except the kick. And then the kick is not going to that bus. The kick is going to, that's actually a loop, but separate bus. And then we have some atmospheric things, and I love adding them. So we have a little guitar loop. Another one, so this one's panned left and right, just playing two notes. I don't know what notes they are. Really dreamy. This kind of sounds like an old, no one's probably gonna know, like an old Neo song called Closer. No one probably knows that song. But anyways, we have some other stuff too. This thin shot, if you guys have watched my previous videos, I love adding these on the one. So these kind of add as like a impact, but the note right here, kind of bouncing along with that vocal too. And a cool little thing with the vocals. So the vocal doesn't expand beyond the build. It kind of goes from vocal to build to drop. And the problem that could come along with that, this doesn't apply to most songs because for the most part, vocals are going to just keep rolling out until the drop comes, but I still think it's a really good tip. So the vocal, we're doing some reverb automation to sweep it out. And there's some delays getting automated too. Say goodbye. We're also doing these vocal. I love doing that. And then we have, so I think it's a good way to remind people of that vocal, but also tell them what's about to come. I honestly just love that atmospheric type of stuff. And one final thing, for that lead, I didn't want to give it away too fast. As in, I didn't want to just preview that lead preset, so I put in this high pluck from Future Bounce, just a sample. Play that first, and then I kind of crossfaded the two. So the lead, and I just think it's a smooth way to just not completely give away that lead. All right, that's it for this one. I love making this one. Once again, I still don't know if that lead fits with that drop synth rhythm. It doesn't, but I don't know. I just feel like it works a little bit. So that's it for this one. Much more coming, everyone. Talk to you later.
I'm never gonna say goodbye. I never wanna say goodbye to you. I'm never gonna say goodbye. I never wanna say goodbye. Say goodbye.
If you would like to check out all of my sounds, samples, and presets, all links are in the bio.